I wanted to talk about some of the issues that I face on YouTube. So my channel set off as Reality VFR FI, and it was about my VFR motorcycle and me getting out and about. But over the years it changed, and it changed because of a few factors. It changed really because of very few records of me and my family background, going back to grandfather and great grandfather. And I thought, I don't want to suffer in the future of people not knowing who I was and what I did. So I decided to start vlogging some of the activities and the places I go and the things that I do. But still got a keen interest obviously in the motorcycles. That's what I do. That's what I've done for so long. I've had a motorcycle since I was 16 years old. Well, for those who really don't know me, going wild again is about having a second chance. There's County once again in the beautiful sunlight. It's good just to be out on the VFR, on the road, just loving this countryside. The problem is, people tell me on the internet, predominantly on YouTube, what's the best way to grow your channel, and what's the best way to get subs, and what's the best way to get people to like you. And you know, you listen to some of that advice, and my channel is really anti all of those things. Yes, I would love to have the subscribers to monetize, but I really don't want to compromise what my channel's about. And my channel's about me in its entirety. It's not one thing. It's not just about riding a motorcycle and just showing you what VFRs do, although that might interest so many people because of the bike I've got. So currently YouTube suits the needs for the viewer, not the creator. So no matter how many hoops I jump through to make the algorithm work for me, it doesn't work for me. It works for people who view my content. So we've got to look at, how do you get people to view content? How do you get people to view a channel that's a multidiscipline, that's got quite a few different things? This is not, what I've mentioned is not just what I do. I like carpentry, I like joinery. I'm an ex-carpenter by trade. I've been a youth worker all my life, and I've run a charity, a very successful charity, for 22 years. So the advice is, put 50 videos out, put 100 videos out. Make sure you've got a good intro, make sure you've got a good camera, make sure you've got a good exit video when you finish, make sure you've got enough stills in there, make sure that you use cordless microphones, make sure that your vlogs are interesting, make sure your video editing is spot on and it has not got any flows in, and the list goes on and on and on. The things we put out, everyone's got flaws, and not everyone's going to like what you do, when you do it, and why you do it. And that's just life. We have to learn to live with it. So if you've watched any of my content at all, I encourage you to watch a little bit more. Maybe give me a comment and a like. Maybe go back in my catalogue and watch some of my vlogs. If you're interested in motorcycling, go and look at some of my vlogs around the VFR, the CBF 1000, the places I've visited. I've got some vlogs around the NC 500. Now, admittedly, they were early days and they're not absolutely fantastic videos, but it was a catalogue of what happened with me, with the equipment I had at that time. What a beautiful place. Goat Ball, the Grand Barn. Nothing more awesome than this place. got the birds singing in my ears, and it just, look at it, the backdrop there of a beautiful country house. So I think we haven't to sweat about the small stuff. If all we do is wake up in the morning and think of YouTube, and we go to our phones and look at our stats and say, no new subscribers, no likes, nothing happening. If we do that every day, it's not going to fulfill us and make us happy. We need to get up in the morning and be excited about that. And some people are watching because they have needs. Some people are watching because they want to learn something. And some people are watching just because they're scrolling. Flick, 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 flick. How many times have you stood there going, short, 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 no, 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 don't like, don't like.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I